So yeah, I'm gonna be frank here. I'm gonna be completely frank, and I'm gonna say this is the last episode I'm doing of Minecraft. At least in this mod pack, it's entirely possible I might do like a different mod pack at some point. But for this mod pack, I'm gonna call it quits here. Not because I'm like not having fun or anything, but because all the stuff I have left to do is all like stuff that's not interesting to watch. Like last episode, it was an hour and a half long. You might have, I don't remember if I left that specific line in, but I said, oh, we've been going for an hour and a half now. That was an hour and a half long, which is half an hour longer than I would normally record for. I normally record for about an hour, and it was still roughly the same length, because I'm cutting out more and more stuff. Because a lot of it is just the same old, same old. Okay, we have reached complete saturation of the Inferium field. Which is good. But, there's a couple more things I'd like to do just to show them off, and then I think we're gonna end the series here. So first of all, let's go make some new armor, because half our armor broke last episode. Because we got beaten by Vexes so many times. Elevator glitch again. Luckily, we have some spare dragon scales in the same color, so we aren't going to be wearing... Oh, it's not the same color. Wait, copper. These are lightning dragon... This is lightning dragon armor, and these are fire dragon scales. Oh no, do I have any... I have a single copper scale. Okay, so we're gonna have to go with fire dragon in replacements. Unfortunate. Hell, I might want to make just an entire set, because these aren't doing too well either. But that would be at least a little bit of a waste. So the one thing I am short on is levels. So that's... Oop, my shoes. That's unfortunately the best we're going to do. But there is one last thing. So yeah, we have just over 2 Supremium. So we're halfway there. So I could sit around here for a bit longer waiting for the Supremium to generate, but I'm gonna kill time with other stuff first. One of the things I want to do is get netherite. Because we're gonna need some netherite. Do you need ingots for the seeds, or do you need scrap for the seeds? You need ingots for the seeds. Okay, so we're gonna need a lot of netherite. Actually, let me repair my buckler first, because I'm pretty sure it's broken. Yeah, it's broken, alright. Just need a dragon bone. Bone. Dragon bone. We have so many of these, my god. Alright. Into the nether. For real this time. Okay, now the easiest way, by far, to get netherite is bastions. Like, we could dig around for netherite, but that would be, like, the most boring torture in the history of mankind, so we're not going to do that. We're going to spend probably at least 15 minutes this episode looking for netherite. And we're going to use it to make an infinite netherite generator, so we never have to do that again. But for people playing vanilla Minecraft, that's like 4 tools, and those still break. And it's like, why are there so many obstacles to getting netherite? But the actual netherite itself is like only so useful. Excuse me? That's what I thought. Okay, now I want to snipe all the brutes. And good lord, there are a lot of brutes in here. He's gone. Something about render distance, probably. I don't think my render distance is that low. I don't know why it disappeared. Let's come out to play. Okay, 3 shots with the bow. Bow actually does more damage with than my sword, but it's significantly slower. Diamond knife with loom too. So these chests look different. These are looter chests. I guess looter did like an update to make the nether chests look different. Man, all of this stuff sucks. Even the blocks of gold aren't useful to me. Because I know a couple of my mods had updates last episode. I'm pretty sure that's not why they were breaking. I don't know what was causing them to break. I think it must have been something to do with like unloading the backpack or whatever. But no, it was affecting just enough items too. Ooh, ancient debris. Okay, that's one of the ancient debris we need. That is one of the 16 we need, because we need 4 ingots. And each ingot takes 4 scrap. And each scrap is 1 debris. Actually, can't I, like... No, I can blast. Okay. There was something where you could, like, put it through, like, the create grinder to get more out of it. I think that's just normal ores, though. I don't think that applies to ancient debris. Garbage. Wow, just complete garbage, like, all the way through. Yep, garbage here, too. Who has use for iron blocks in the nether? Like, at what point are you going to the nether and raiding a bastion without enough iron to like do all the things you need to do? Because like, I get that speedrunners get use out of it because they just don't mine iron. But yeah, that's the limit of our bastion raiding, because I raided the other bastion in an earlier episode. I don't remember which one though. Man. I really wanted to add like the better nether mod and the better end, because they make the end and the nether so much more interesting to be in. Like the end especially. I mean, I get that it's supposed to be like the final phase of the game, and you've beaten the game, hurrah. But like you get like a useless fruit, and you get like an elytra. You look around, you wander around for an hour trying to find a city that has an elytra in it. You get the elytra, bam, you're done. And like, yeah, it's supposed to be the end, and you aren't really supposed to have like all kinds of post-game stuff there. But you know, it does kind of strike me as a waste of a dimension. I mean, it used to just be the end island, and there was nothing left, but they added the bit of post-game. And I guess the enchanted like diamond tools are neat to find. Okay, now I have to make a decision. Do I strip mine for netherite, or do I give up on that? I think I'm going to give up on that, because I'm not spending the entirety of my last episode strip mining for netherite, no matter how much I have to blather about. Oh man, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, dude. Came back at an inopportune moment. We got 1 ancient debris at least. Hooray. My golden helmet has 1 durability left. Gotta put the chest plate in here then. Not sure why I'm carrying 5 diamonds on me. Anyway. So that puts a bit of a shoe in that. I can still make a tier 5 seed though. I can make diamond seeds instead. Unfortunately, we only have 1 stack of Inferium, and we need like 8 more, so we're gonna hold off on that a bit longer. Let's see, is there anything else? Anything interesting that I can do with like final progression? Because like one of my big issues, like I knew when I finished the last episode that this was going to be the last one, but I didn't know what I was going to do with it, and I thought about it all week, and I couldn't figure out what to do with it. Because like a couple of things that came to mind were like, I could go fight a dragon, but I've already fought a dragon before, and even if I fought one of the big dragons, it would be like really, really, really annoying to find it, and then like there's only a chance that I'd actually get something unique out of it, and it just struck me as not something I want to have to cut down, because it's going to be like 30 minutes of work cut down to like 2 minutes of episode. Because really, combat in Minecraft is not that interesting. I guess I could just spend the rest of this time just talking about Minecraft's gameplay mechanics, but I like to be doing something during that time. Another thing I thought about doing was killing the Ender Dragon, but that always struck me as very vanilla. What does it take to upgrade? It takes like a nether... Yeah, it takes a nether star. Ooh, I could do that. Because this boss is actually very interesting and not grindy to find. It takes a totem... I have tons of totems if I'm dying. The nether star isn't serviceable, but I can do a ritual... ritual brazier. I need a block of source gems and 3 gold ingots. Is that not how you make it? Oh, you only need 4 for a source gem block. Ha. Well, now we have some extra source gems. I think we have just about as many as we had when we started. Pedestal. Okay, and now we have the pedestal. And now we can hopefully make this. Yep, there we go. Ritual brazier. And now I need a summon Wilden tablet. Sunrise, overgrowth, moonfall, fertility, blinding. Summon Wilden. Okay. But that's not the end of it, though. Because I need a wing, a spike, and I think it's a tooth? No. Now I have plenty of each of these. So what we want to do is we want to find a big open spot. And preferably one that's very far away from everything we know and love, because this boss is a bit destructive. It's not a wither, but it's destructive. That part across the river will here will do, I think. I mean, actually, this is where all my sheep live, so I think I'm not gonna do it across the river like I said. Alright. I could put it in the Colosseum just for the lols. I'm gonna do that, actually. That would be hilarious. I'm pretty sure I right-click it with the tablet, and then I throw in all of these, and then I right-click it again. Right? It's doing something. Yep, here we go, the Wilden Chimera. Now this guy... It's funny, when I fought this guy the first time, my sound was off. I assumed there would be boss music, but apparently not. So this guy is like a combination of all of the abilities of all of the other guys. And he's not dead yet. He only has... He appears to only have 1 health bar, but he actually has 3. Okay, and now he has wings. He gets a new ability every single time. Ugh. And he gets stronger and beefier every time. Of course, his AI leaves much to be desired. Are you okay, sir? Oh, and there goes my armor. Okay. Probably should have repaired my armor before I did this. Yeah, so his ability currently, he started with summon dogs, and then he has the wings, and he's going to get a new one once I... He has a lot of problems landing his melee attacks. I assume that's intentional. Okay, now he has spikes, so he's going to do like a laser or something. Jeez, how do you avoid that? Oh, yep. Okay, just back off from him, and that'll reduce the odds of it hitting me. Ow. Apparently not. Dang, that gives you slowness and weakness? Not for very long, though. Come over here, buddy. I need to come over to you. Okay, I'm almost dead. Just need to run around and let myself heal. He's trapped in a hole, though, so until he does his next... I should have brought, like, a golden apple or, like, anything. I should have prepared for this fight in, like, literally any way. But I did not, because I am not intelligent. Okay, yeah, it looks like my pants broke, and that's making me take a bunch of damage. He is stuck in a hole, though, which is the benefit of any boss that blows stuff up. Doing some real Mario tactics here. That one Mario game where you kill Bowser by making him ground pound the weak bricks until he falls into the abyss, because Bowser's a moron. Oh, where did he go? I guess we're leaving the Coliseum then. Supposedly... Oh, he's here. Why are you here? Ah, the benefits of having a sweeping weapon. Moron. Oh, jeez, that gives you a lot of weakness. Or maybe he's just invulnerable while he's doing that. Hit the wall again, I dare you. You won't. Oh, he did. Wow, what a moron. And there you go. So that was the fight. I expected it... I don't know why I expected it to have music, because Minecraft doesn't do that. But, yeah, that was the Wilden Chimera. And there's other abilities he can have. It's like a random fight every time. He has 3 total abilities. I don't remember if it's just the order he gains them is random, or if he gains like actual like 3 random attacks. But yeah, it's a relatively interesting fight. And it's not too hard to access, unlike the Wither, which is what else we need for the tier 3 book. So I'm just gonna put this in here. Put all of the stuff away. Alright, and that's an interesting thing to have done, but we're still not quite done yet. We still got more time to fill. And honestly, it comes down to the way Minecraft is as a game, and why I was eager to test whether or not a survival game would be viable. Because survival games are a lot about like repetition and grunt work, like busy work. And that can be fun to play depending on how it's built, but I don't think it's fun to watch. And obviously you can mod the hell out of it to make it interesting, and that's kind of what I did here, but there's only so much you can do. It's the same problem I ran into with Factorio, where I wasn't... It's not that I wasn't having fun with the game anymore, it's just that I had done everything at least 2 times, and like all of my episodes were like 50% fast forward, as I wanted to show what I was doing, but I also didn't want to make you sit through the exact same building stuff over and over again. So I stopped the series, not because I wasn't having fun, but because I didn't think my viewers would be having fun. Didn't think you guys would be having fun watching it. And maybe I was wrong about that, you know? Maybe I was too hasty, but I'm having that same problem here. And I'd like to move on to other things. That's another thing, because with survival games, there's rarely a defined end. In Factorio, there was. We didn't get anywhere close to it. We didn't even get halfway there, but there was a defined end in Factorio. There isn't really in Minecraft. Like, obviously, we can fight the Ender Dragon, but that's as much of an end in vanilla as it is in this mod pack. There's a bunch of other stuff we could do, but again, that involves a whole lot of like grinding and busy work, and that would not be fun to watch, and it wouldn't be fun for me to edit down, really. So I am sort of left in this unfortunate position where there is still stuff I could do, but I'm not really going to accomplish any of it because it's just not fun to watch. And I'd have a decent enough time doing it. I enjoy the grind. I mean, the combat isn't the most engaging, but it's not like it takes hundreds of kills. It only takes like a dozen. But there comes a point where I just start to not really tire of a game, but start to like no longer be satisfied with wasting time. Like I'm close enough to the end where that's the only thing I can see, and then I have to go to the end. I have to go all the way to the end. That's a big problem I had. Like um I don't know if anyone remembers Cyberhook. I recorded an episode of Cyberhook a while back, and I said I had text in that episode that said I still had the footage and I would upload it sooner rather than later, and I would do more. I accidentally deleted the footage, so I don't have that footage anymore, unfortunately. But aside from that, I said I'd do more, and I didn't do more because I wanted to practice off camera and do a couple of levels. And I realized, like, halfway through that practice, that I was 2 levels away from beating the game. So I went and beat the game. And then I'm like, okay, what's the point of this anymore? And I didn't do another episode of Cyberhook. It's like when I see a goal, and I'm within reach of that goal, I put everything aside and I go to that goal. It's not the most healthy way to play games, but it's a habit. It's a bad habit of mine, and it's kind of happening here because like the only thing I can see now is like we're within range. We are capable of killing dragons relatively easily. We've got most of the stuff we want. We got most of the stuff we need. So I could go and get the Dragon Forge, get Dragon Steel, and that's the only thing I can see, and it's the only thing I can think about doing. And there could be other stuff we could do, but none of it feels necessary. And so I can't really think about doing it. And that's sad. I do wish that there was more interesting stuff to do, because I did put a lot of time in this mod pack, but I got like 13 episodes out of it, including this one. So I think, I think I'm satisfied, and I think I'm ready to move on to some other stuff. But before we do, we still only have 3 stacks. Come on, man. I was fighting that guy for like 5 minutes. Probably not even, honestly, but I guess I could just make a lower tier seed to showcase how it works. Yeah, I'm gonna make like an iron seed or something. Because, well, we do have 250 iron, and you never have enough iron. But you don't have never enough to be excited by getting a block out of a bastion of all places. So here's how this works. You put the essence in, and you put the iron in, or whatever you want to craft, and different seeds require different tiers of essence. I have particles turned down, so you won't be able to see it. Hello? It should. Tertium. This is tertium. Why no do? Oh, right. I need the prosperity seed. Happily, I have exactly 1 wheat seed in my inventory. Not that I needed it because there's wheat seeds right here, but okay. And then you put the seeds in the middle. Oh, I don't have particles turned down enough that you can't see it. Okay. And then it all does this magic-y stuff, and now we have iron seeds. And this just works exactly like the Inferium seeds, except it drops iron instead of... Well, it doesn't drop iron, it drops iron essence, which is somewhere around here. Here it is, iron essence. And you can make iron out of that. If you combine it with stone, you can make crimsite, whatever the heck that is. It's a create item. and that's it. You could just make iron out of it. I'd plant it, but I would have to dig it up anyway to actually put the contraption down, and I don't feel like building another contraption. Because again, it's something I've already done before, and it's not like it would take a while for me to do it. I just don't see a point, because I'm not really going to be coming back to this world much. So, yeah. 40 minutes. I guess this is a workable episode as is, but there's only so many things one can really do in a Minecraft world. And yeah, that's fine. There's absolutely nothing wrong with that in the slightest. Games are not infinite. They are not meant to be infinite. It is not possible for them to be infinite. You are eventually going to run out of stuff to do. And I've hit that point in Minecraft. Because even like base game Minecraft, I mean, you can obviously, if you're speedrunning, you can beat it in like 10 minutes. But even without speedrunning, it's beatable in like a couple hours. And even if you aren't using like that definition of beatable, where like you reach the credits or whatever, even if you're not using that definition, it's like you could still get to like diamond tools and all that in the span of like a couple hours. And there's only so much of like an accomplishment that is, because your diamond tools are going to break, and I've been over that before. But I think what I'm going to do, just to wrap this up in a poetic fashion, is I'm going to make another dragon scale breastplate, chestplate. Oh, it's the pants that broke. Okay, I'm going to make another dragon scale pants. And then we're going to go to the end and beat the Ender Dragon. Still southwest of me. And it's in the wall. Okay, probably clipped up to the surface then. Okay, so what I'm thinking here is the looter mod updated its textures, and the artifacts mod, which adds in the mimic, didn't get the memo, and thus is trying to reference a texture that no longer exists. Good shock pendant, though. It's definitely going to hurt me more than it hurts them, but nice to have. Not going to wear it, but it's nice to have. Here we are. I spy with my ender eye. Yeah, Looter seems to have updated its textures. I wonder why. Maybe they found the gold filigree one too fancy for just like a... I'm questioning the architecture here. I don't think that door has much of a use. What? 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 What the? I haven't been in a stronghold in a while. I didn't realize they generated so weirdly. Unless you ascribe to like MatPat's theory that the strongholds are deliberately built confusing and branching and stuff to to confuse the warden. Then it doesn't really make sense. Eventually I'll find the portal. Eventually there will be nothing left of the stronghold to explore. What is this? Winchester's stronghold? My god. Yep. Alright. And it's a zero full end portal. Here we go. And we're in a box. Alright. Now the trick is to get rid of the crystals. Jeez, all the Enderman's eyes looming out of the darkness. Ow. Surprisingly terrifying. Does the dragon not get hurt when you break the crystal they're drawing power from anymore? That used to be a thing. They'd take like a good tick of damage. Can you get the crystal by like shooting under the corner? Why bother with that when you can just fly and take it from above? Or not. Okay. Are you mad at me, sir? Apparently. No, okay, we're good. And he's perching, perfect timing. Whoa, yeet. Does that dragon still do the thing where it reduces all damage to the body by half? Where is it? I know that was a thing at one point. Basically, if you didn't hit the dragon in the head, it had like 2 hitboxes. And if you hit it in the head, it would take full damage. But if you hit it in the body, it would take like half damage, rounded up +1 or something. Or I don't think it was rounded up. The +1 was the rounding up. Where is this guy? Man, he doesn't even show up on the map. Also, he's perching again. But there was a time where you could actually kill the Ender Dragon with snowballs if you hit him in the body. Because snowballs, normally they do half a heart of damage. Just enough to register the damage. Or, they don't do half a heart, they do half a point. Actually, I have Might as well. So, snowballs do half a point of damage, which is enough to register the entity as hurt, but it's not enough to actually deal any damage to it. So what would happen is they'd get hit and knocked back, but they wouldn't take any damage. But the Ender Dragon adds 1 to all damage that hits him in the body, so he would take 1 damage, or she would take 1 damage from it. So you could kill the Ender Dragon with 200 snowballs by hitting her in the body. Alright, and that's Minecraft. Beaten in like 18 hours or something. But yeah, wasn't really trying. So let's head on home. So yeah, that was Minecraft. I had fun doing this. I accomplished a lot, even if I didn't really finish many of the things I started. I don't think I finished any of the big builds I started except for my house. But thank you everybody for watching this series. I'll be back next week with something different. So I will see you then. Goodbye.